There are far too many thoughts that are in my head. Far too many for me to fall asleep anytime soon. I feel worry for the future. I feel a sense of emptiness, not having what I wish I could have. I feel contempt. I feel hatred. Although I'm not sure if it is for those who are outside or something more within my own being. I am not sure what to do at this time. I just know that the clock keeps on ticking. That time keeps on going. I know that I should not worry too much. Not simply because there are people who have it worse off than me. Not simply because there is a way to vindicate myself. But because everyone has these feelings. Everyone reaches that point. Everyone has often been in this situation where all they can see is the clock go by. Oh, how I wish it could just stop for one moment. How I wish that I could just take that time to absorb all that I want to absorb, rather than cutting things up into pieces and then having to do them. Feeling as though I will never get anything accomplished, or that I will only get a few things accomplished in the plethora of what I have to do. It is always the issue whether to try to complete one whole thing or to build up a whole section of others. I do not know what to do. I do not know what to say. I do not know what to feel. I do not know if I am making sense anymore. All I know is that these thoughts are coming in late. These thoughts are just coming at a bad time. These thoughts are disjointed. They're not coming to a consensus. They're not really solid, these thoughts. They're just lingering there. They're occupying time. They're making you unsure of what you're doing and making you realize that you are in a terrible state and that you need to fix whatever it is that you have to fix. It'll give you ideas, but sometimes it will just mislead you in the end, you know. They're just occupying space is what they are. They're not letting you do other things. They're just cutting you away. They're leading you out of your normal life. And making everything so complicated, everything so muddled, so obscenely confusing. Jeez. Everything's just fucking falling apart. At least that's what it seems. Because these thoughts are just there. They're just going on and on and on. But I mean, they have some points, you know? There is that fear of the future. There is that uncertainty. There is that contempt, that hatred, that everything just going on. And you just don't know what the fuck to do. You try to be sane. You try to be in a certain position, but, it's not there. I mean, what is anything in the end? That's a dumb question, isn't it? Especially at this time of hour, but, it comes up. It always comes up. All these dumb questions come up, like what's the meaning of life? Why are you here? Are you doing what you want to do? Are you taking life by the balls? All these kinds of thoughts. You never know if what you're saying is, real. If that's really how you're thinking, or if it's just something to make you sound smarter. Like you're fooling yourself into thinking that there's some more depth into what's going on. You just know everything's kind of going. You feel this giant muddle, this giant mess. But you find something to do. You find something to do. You find some way to kind of keep going. You find some way to eventually put those fucking thoughts to rest and relax. Not worry. You just wish you could do that the rest of the day. You just wish that everything could turn out a little better. That everything could be a little more structured, a little more calm. That those thoughts don't just keep you in some zombie-like state, some feeling that you're just not where you are or where you want to be. I'm not making any sense anymore. In the end, the only thing that is certain in life is that time will pass, and that one will always find themselves lost in time itself.